Hey everyone, welcome back to Everlight card game tutorial. This is also an introduction. We'll be covering the topic of death row, the graveyard, and how to revive your characters in the game. So we're just going to take a very prime example, nothing to do with battle. If one of your characters were knocked out, that is if your hit point total of that character is reduced to 0, they get thrown into death row. If more than one character gets knocked out at the same time, they will actually push the characters down death row. And at the end of the round, if they haven't been revived by the end of the round, they get moved down one more down to death row. If they reach graveyard, however, they will never be able to be revived, unless, of course, someone finds a way to. But not right now. It's not possible right now, I don't think. Great. Faiz is here with us, guys. Anyway, in order for us to revive a knocked out character, we're going to have to use one of our characters who haven't activated so that we can use the combat action. And in order to use a combat action, we're going to use a revive action instead of a combat action. We will do that by paying the cost of reviving Kane here. So the revive cost is equal to their health points. So in this situation, it is 2 hit points, and we need to use a card from our hands that has value of 2. Unfortunately, I don't have an exact value of 2, so I'm going to have to use a fireball, which is a value of 3. So that's going to hurt. And I will discard that to pay the cost to revive Kane. Keeping in mind, the character comes back into the deployment row, which is the first row here, and they come in tapped, and they do not untap until the start of the next round. So when you have a character that gets knocked out, you have to kind of take into account your resources in hand to kind of revive them probably at the end of the round. So that's more strategic. That's pretty much it for death. We're also going to cover a little bit about victory points. So when you knock out a character, a hero in particular costs 2 to knock out. Sorry, it doesn't cost, you get rewarded for knocking out a character. So you get 2 points for knocking them out. You get 3 points for knocking out a champion. And sometimes you may also knock out a cultist ally, or an ally card right here. You get to knock them out for 1 point. And of course, we are all kind of vying for victory points at the end of the round, keeping in mind that the more points that you yourself gain, that also means there's a higher chance that the exalt for your opponents also activate. So that's all for today. I hope you guys can see the next video, where we're going to cover a little bit about how to play a single round of Everlight the card game. Hope you'll join us.